The mystery of Waqf. Who's ruling over your land? The full story of the Waqf Amendment Bill 2025. Imagine one morning you walk towards your farm or house and find a board hanging there. This property belongs to Waqf. You are shocked, anxious, and upon inquiring, you are told that the land no longer belongs to you. You want to go to court, but even there your voice isn't heard because the Waqf board has made its claim and it holds so much power that no court seems to stand against it. Can an institution really be this powerful? And now with the new law that has been introduced, will this power finally be dismantled, or is there more to the story? To find the truth, we need to deeply understand this entire web, because this is not just about land, but about rights and justice. Waqf Board, a term that has now become a central topic in the country's politics, law, and society. The Waqf Amendment Bill 2025 has been passed in both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. It is being said that this bill will redefine everything, from what Waqf means to how much power it holds. But what is the truth behind it? What exactly is the Waqf Board? And how did it become so powerful that ordinary citizens feel helpless in front of it? You'll find detailed answers to all these questions in this video, so you can decide for yourself whether this law will bring meaningful change or spark a new debate. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you are always the first to get updates on our latest videos. So without any further delay, let's begin today's discussion. Waqf means property dedicated in the name of Allah. In Islamic tradition, when someone donates their land or property for charitable or religious purposes, it becomes Waqf property. And to manage such properties, Waqf boards were established in India. There are 32 state Waqf boards and one central Waqf council in the country. These boards oversee mosques, madrasas, graveyards, and other religious institutions. But the matter doesn't stop there. The reach of the Waqf board is vast, stretching from villages to major cities. Any property ever dedicated for a religious cause can fall under the Waqf category. The problem begins when the Waqf board lays claim to a piece of land, even without clear documentation, and it is still accepted as Waqf property. According to the 1995 Waqf Act, if the Waqf board believes a property belongs to it, it can take possession of it. If the actual owner objects, the burden of proof falls on them, not on the one making the claim. This reversal of the legal norm has been a source of controversy and discontent for decades. Thousands of people find themselves trapped in such cases, where they are the victims but treated as if they are at fault. What makes this entire system even more intimidating is Section 85 of the Waqf Act. This section states that if you disagree with a decision made by the Waqf board, you cannot directly approach the courts. First, you must go to the Waqf Tribunal, and even if the verdict there goes against you, neither the High Court nor the Supreme Court can help you. The Tribunal's decision is final. In effect, the Waqf board has become a kind of court with no accountable judge. This law prevents people from reaching the highest levels of justice, and for this reason, it has been widely criticized. But now, the Modi government has decided to change this structure. The Waqf Amendment Bill 2025 is being seen as a major step toward limiting the unchecked power of the Waqf boards. According to this new bill, the Waqf board will only be able to declare a property as Waqf if it has been properly documented and verified. In other words, simply claiming, "This is ours," will no longer be enough. Solid proof, records, and a legally valid process will now be mandatory, aimed at preventing injustice against ordinary citizens. The purpose of the bill is not just to prevent illegal land possession. It includes several other major reforms. The first major change is the creation of a centralized digital portal that will maintain records of all Waqf properties across the country. This move aims to increase transparency and curb corruption and false claims. According to the government, this will allow strict action against land mafias and fake trusts. The general public will now be able to see online which properties are registered as Waqf and which are not, helping reduce fraud. The second significant reform is the mandatory audit of Waqf institutions that have an annual income of more than 1 lakh rupees. This will ensure proper accounting of the income generated from Waqf properties and its appropriate usage. Until now, many Waqf institutions operated with little to no financial transparency, and no one knew where the money was going. With mandatory audits in place, accountability will increase, and the public will get clear answers to their concerns. The third reform that makes this bill truly transformative is the introduction of the right to appeal. Now, any individual dissatisfied with a decision by the Waqf Tribunal can appeal to the High Court. This is a historic provision that opens the doors to justice for people who have been denied it for decades. Previously, the tribunal's decision was considered final, but now ordinary citizens will have the right to approach higher judicial authorities, marking a major step toward strengthening democracy. Alongside this, the bill also mandates that income generated from Waqf properties must be used for the welfare of poor and backward sections of the Muslim community. The government has taken steps to strengthen the rights of Muslim women as well. If a family's property is to be declared as Waqf, women will first be ensured their legal share in inheritance. Furthermore, the bill now requires the inclusion of 2 female members in each Waqf board and also ensures representation for backward classes. This is a sign of inclusiveness and aims to empower the marginalized sections of society. If you are thinking that all of this might just stay on paper, then consider this. The Waqf board currently holds around 9.4 lakh acres of land, spread across 8.7 lakh properties. This isn't data from a single state or district, it's nationwide. If these lands are used transparently and for social welfare, they have the potential to transform millions of lives. But if such power continues to be misused without regulation, it could become a serious threat. However, every change brings resistance, and this bill is no exception. Opposition leaders have accused the bill of interfering in the freedom of the Muslim community. Some argue that the government is attempting to grab Waqf lands, while certain activists label it as a political stunt ahead of elections. But the real question is this law a step toward a better future for society, or just another pawn in political chess? The government insists that the bill aims to protect Waqf properties from exploitation and that its goal is transparency and justice. However, the opposition's concerns also can't be entirely dismissed because the success of any law lies in its implementation. If implemented effectively, this could indeed be a revolutionary reform. But if it's used for political gain, it could become just another controversial chapter in Indian legislative history. The unique aspect of this new bill is that it was passed in the Rajya Sabha with a strong majority. In the voting held on 3rd April, 128 votes were in favor and 95 against. It had already been passed in the Lok Sabha late at night. This means that both houses of parliament have given the green signal, and now, after the President's assent, the bill will become law and the process for its enforcement will begin. Now the real test lies with the government. Will these changes truly be visible at the grassroots level? Will corruption be curbed? Will the poor and marginalized Muslims actually receive their rightful share from Waqf properties? And will that day come when an ordinary citizen no longer feels fear upon seeing a Waqf board on their own property? These questions remain unanswered for now, but there is hope that answers will come soon. The law has been passed, and all eyes are now on how well it is implemented. One thing is certain, this story of Waqf isn't just about land, it's about rights. It's not just about one institution, but about the future of millions of
If our video
people.
has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestion. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.